Thai Airways International is Thailand National Airlines. The concept that inspired Thai Airways symbols and the pattern is drawn from the Thai art of Bai Sema, which are secret religious practices of the Thai nation. It is delicate and beautiful, conveying the meaning of soaring forward. The smooth as silk slogan reflects the airline commitment to service and Thai hospitality. A welcome as warm and kind as Thai soul itself. Thai Airways has been in operation for 62 years. Skytrack ranking place is in the top 10 in a variety of categories. However, the company performance and financial situation took a plunge in recent years. It has been a great disappointment for most Thais. Thai Airways may have been the world's first national airline to go bankrupt due to the COVID-19 pandemic. According to Japan Nikkei news agency in early 2020, its plight was aggravated by the lack of liquidity that has snowballed since the beginning of the crisis. The news of the Respect airline bankruptcy sparked widespread outrage in Thai society, until the State Enterprise Policy Committee unanimously resolved to revive Thai Airways from the lowest point in the national airline history. Over the last 2 years, the national airline is flapping its wings again, and operating results are soaring. The nation conducted an exclusive interview with 3 key Thai Airways executives. First, with Non Garinta, Chief Commercial Officer, Thai Airways International Public Company Limited. Second, Usana Thongkam, Director Revenue. And the last person, Kitipong San Somboon, Executive Director Customer Brand and Marketing. And if come back to the COVID-19 pandemic in last 2-3 years ago, I think it's a big impact to Thai Airways as well. What do you think about what is a big challenge for you to operating?
Since year 2020, we stopped operating almost 100%.
100%?
Almost. Very, very difficult time.
It was very challenging and very toughest time in our company. But I think it also teaches some very good lesson to me and for the whole commercial team. We think it's about it's not about how hard you can hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and still moving forward.
How can we cope with the very minimum of passengers to travel during the pandemic and the limitation of traveling that blocked the passengers? How would they travel? Because you cannot block everything, right? You still have some have to travel. How can we gonna handle that with a very reasonable price and possibilities to serve on board? Yeah, that's a very, very challenging thing by that time. And we survived. Our commercial team survived that with cargo. We have cargo revenue that put us on feet during that difficulty time. Same like other airlines. Yes. They are working towards cargo service rather than passengers during the very pandemic extremely around the world.
Adapting to the global situation is critical for organizational management, but at the heart of the Thai Airways survival is the Thai nation identity.
Actually, we would say go back to the very old days. We are Thai, smooth as silk, smooth as Thai. Thainess, everything still remain unchanged. We still have the top priority of service to serve the passengers. Maybe sometimes you don't get the very excellent service in every single flight, but we try our best with the limitations that we have.
Smooth as sail is our classic slogan. However, in order to start the customer experience, in order to start the marketing campaign, you need first and foremost is called brand position statement, so that will be the beginning of everything. When we design the customer experience, design the customer journey, it starts with this. When we design the communication campaign, it starts with this.
Yeah. And what are the strategy of Thai Airways to revive Thai Airways to come back again?
Number one, in terms of service, we have a philosophy of service based on so-called the sixth sense or Ayatana 6. In the Western world, they talk about 5 sense, but in our country, for the Asia, we add one more sense. It's about heart. they will feel that it had to be fun,
Right.
it had to be friendly, it had to be flexible, it had to be fulfillment. Or as far as Thai Airways is concerned, we support the direction of the government in terms of the soft power in the angle of the food. So Thai food is one of the popular
Right.
among the foreigner. You name it, massaman, green curry แกงเขียวหวาน
Right.
ผัดไทย
Yes.
ต้มยำกุ้ง or even the street food.
And latest is khao soi.
Khao soi. We are very proud that we support the community of the tribal people in the north นะครับ We work with the Doi Tung Foundation แม่ฟ้าหลวง Foundation
Right.
the or Heavenly Mother. We speak to them that we want some special exclusive blend coffee that tastes good on the ground but tastes even better in flight.
Right.
But it's a so-called the drip coffee served cup by cup by our cabin crew who is very keen to look after the passengers, and we name it the Black Seal Blend. But get back to the one of the other F that the soft power is about film. Well, we at Thai, we see this as an opportunity because in our will to support the government, and I think to leverage this F or frame, we treat it as we see it in three directions. Number one, try to help promoting Thailand as a shooting location. As we speak, our sales department had successfully secured the deal with Warner Brothers to visit Thailand and do the shooting in Thailand next year. Second angle is that we think Bangkok is our home base. We want to participate to do something with Bangkok on the film festival, in my opinion. And lastly, we think our in-flight entertainment system should be a good platform for young Thai film director, award-winning film. Sometimes Thai people never get a chance to see it. We would like to speak to these people and help them let show their film in flight.
Thai Airways will gladly open more routes once the COVID-19 situation has improved to encourage countries around the world to open their airspace, including through sales promotions.
Once that we open the country, we launch many promotions to offer to the passengers with 2 years unable to travel to join Thai Airways to enjoy the world on the sky again.
Okay, I see. And this question I asked for many people. They say that sometimes that Thai Airways launch for the new promotion, why the ticket run out so fast?
Thank you to the passengers. Thank you to the travelers that you are interested in using our operation.
Right.
That's why, as I mentioned at the first, the price came with a cabin factor. It's expensive and route out off very fast because everybody knew that Thai Airways came with an excellent service, and we try our best to serve at the best effort ever.
Yeah.
So that's why it's run quite fast, especially on premium class, business, and first. It's run faster than economy, more than 50% of the speed.
And what do you think how long that it take to open the completely in full flight in every route? How long?
It depends on northern. If northern China, Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan open, actually we have a meeting out with our sales team weekly. We expecting China will open maybe next year. So other part, southern part, we operate to Australia, Sydney, Melbourne. We just select our potential route in the
Yeah.
past. It used to make a profit. We have no choice or cannot take a risk anymore, right? Especially during this time, ramping up. We operate on profitable route only. And another thing is our obstacle, airport operation.
For Thai airport or around the world
around
airport?
the world, there are shortage of staff. You may see the news during the last month or something. For example, in Heathrow Airport, very shortage of
limited of the worker.
Right, and so we have to reduce sellable seat
Yeah.
Based on their advice. But frequency we still maintain, but sellable seat will be less than normal operation, around 10% or something.
It's effect to every
airlines, not only for Thai Airways.
So how you build the confidence for your staff and even for the Thai customer who love Thai Airways?
Firstly, service is very important, right? And our staff, how we encourage them, right? How they believe in company.
Right, and you satisfied for this situation is getting better now after Thailand opened the country.
Yeah, very happy with our team and our staff from commercial department. I
Right.
think they are very happy as well. Once show them the performance. That is your job. You have done, not me.
The results
The result. This is coming from you. You should proud yourself.
and can
Right.
pass very difficult time that you say to me.
That's right. That's right.
Thai Airways is Thailand national airlines, Thai identity, Thai cuisine, and Suki smooth service continue to draw both Thais and foreigners. Plan to rehabilitate the airline with a history of more than 62 years is starting to bear fruit. It is only a matter of time before Thai Airways regain its lost glory and takes to the sky smooth as silk. Thank you for watching Business Story today with me, Opa Varansuda Karunyathat from The Nation, and see you in the next episode and have a nice day. สวัสดีค่ะ